stop calling Amy Dunne a psychopath. At least for the upcoming 10 minutes. Because if we call her a psychopath, we're going to forget the most important part of her story. Amy Dunne is not just a crazy lady, she's someone who knows exactly what she's doing. She was working with a performance that didn't get her much, so she decided to burn it down to the ground. Today we are looking at female rage, destructive women, and how it all ties up with Judith Butler's performativity. This might explain why we are still obsessed with Gone Girl even after a decade. Now, Gone Girl for Gillian Flynn as a novel is not just the movie that we've watched over and over, a thriller movie. Actually, it's sparking literature debate until this day. You cannot miss an article, a thesis, a dissertation about her every single day, which means it's not just a thriller about a crazy lady, it has much more within. In literature and in life, gender is treated as an innate reality. You are either a man or a woman, but Judith Butler disagree. Judith Butler, a philosopher and a scholar, says that gender is just a performance. It is something that we have done over and over through the years and through history until it became a reality. But it's not. It's just the way we decide to sit, stand, speak, introduce ourselves that would form a man or a woman. It is not something that we are actually born with. Now, a perfect example for the performance or performativity is Amy Dunne's Cool Girl monologue. And who does not remember the Cool Girl monologue? A cool girl is skinny, she's hot, she does whatever the man wants, whatever the boy wants. She can be the anime girl, she can be a football girl. She only smiles and grins. If we apply this monologue to performativity theory, that's actually not a personality or a gender, an innate gender. It's just a job description, how you should actually act to get whatever you want. After being used, abused, and cheated on by her husband, Amy Dunne does not become destructive, she does not become spiteful, she just decides to destroy the performance. She was performing the perfect wife, the perfect lady, the perfect girlfriend, and now she decided to become her own self. Here we start to see female rage. After she knew that she was wronged by multiple ways, she decides to take revenge. And the best way to take revenge is to apply her own performance in a little bit of a different way. So instead of performing the perfect wife, she becomes the victim, the murdered wife, the one that was wronged and killed by her husband. And later on, she becomes the villain, the person who kills and destroys. That's also again a performance, that's not reality. And here where we understand her rage, her female rage. Her rage comes from understanding that she's been acting her entire life and for no end. She acted as the perfect wife, but she didn't get the perfect husband. She acted as the misunderstood and mistreated wife, but she got nothing. She acted as the person who disappeared, the murdered wife, and again, she almost got caught. The rage comes from frustration, from trying over and over, acting over and over, and in the end, getting nothing. Now, just a second. I'm not saying that if we are frustrated or if we've realized that we've been performing our entire life, we'd go ahead and become murderers. No, I'm just explaining the reasons behind it. Now let's look at why are we fascinated by such characters. Now, literature and books provides a safe place for people to understand their own issues, to understand and resolve their own ideas and dilemmas. By watching a lady understanding that she is just performing and raging and taking revenge against who's harming her, we are trying to understand our own issues, our own rage, our own performance through what is happening on the screen or in the book. But just for a second, why is it still relevant? It's been more than a decade, it's been more than 10 years. Well, yes, that's true, but have the issue been resolved? No, we are still performing. Everyone around you is performing an act, and you are included. Me, I am included. We are all performing according to what we see in social media, what our parent told us, and what society expects us to be. Some are performing the good girl act, some are good wives, some are good mothers, some are lady boss. But in the end, this is not the reality. That's not what we really want to be. And unfortunately, it is not easy to know what you really want to be or what you really are, because you've been conditioned your entire life to be according to a specific form, a specific formatting that suits patriarchy, society, capitalism. Yes, we still like female rage. We still connect to destructive female characters until it is actually resolved within us. So I'm going to stop myself here because it's a very, very personal subject for me, as it was my thesis for my master's. But here is an important question that we need to think about. Can we resolve this performativity issue with less destructiveness? Is there another way? Do we really have to destroy the performance and burn the script and harm, maybe? Or is there a better way, a more peaceful and civil way? That question is for you to think about, and I want you to comment down here. What do you think? Can we resolve it in a more peaceful way or not? What do you think is a better way to resolve those issues? And if you are interested in such topics about literature, about feminism, and about female rage, wait for my next video and comment your favorite book. See you next time.